I figured it out while I got it together. I only look, but I never touch. As I see a picture of us. Making plans, making plans. Thank you for me, you understand. What a girl wants, what a girl needs. Whatever makes me happy to set me free. And I'm thanking you for giving it to me. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If you're having a bad day, come to my live. I'm drowning in this relationship. Drowning. I lost the love of my life. Now I'm crying. It's pretty cool. I'm crying. I'm drowning and I don't know what to do. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain. We all have sorrow. I'll be right back. And let's get out. Notice. Green screen! Highlights. I don't need no damn highlights. I need the green screen. Look, touch up. I got bumps. Touch off. Wade in the water. Wade in the water. Shall we in the water? Oh, wade. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain. Hello, thank you for joining my live. If you're having relationship problems, comment below. If you have a question, you can just ask me. And please, don't be afraid to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Terri Hyppolite. Because I like to thank everybody for 890 subscribers. We're almost close to 1,000. We can do this together. What do you like to do? I'm just at work, trying to do the best I can to survive. You know, it's not easy to make it out here. So when you're by yourself and you have nobody in your corner, so sometimes you wonder how life is going to be. But never give up if you're fighting a battle by yourself. Just know that if nobody loves you, God loves you. If nobody's there for you, God is there for you. We are all in this separately. We all have our own demons. We have stuff that we've been through in life that nobody would understand because nobody knows you better than you know yourself. We're all searching for a purpose. We're all looking for a way out. And sometimes you're not going to find it. But that doesn't mean it has to be the end of your journey. People wonder sometimes why their life is going so bad. You never know who to blame. Never blame yourself when your life is not going the way that you want it to go. Because at the end of the day, you're doing the best you can with what you have. And possibilities of survival is endless. We're all struggling. We're all looking for a name for ourselves. We're trying to put ourselves out there in a good way, not a bad way. But it's hard. Because there's so many people judging other people for no reason, telling them that they're no good or they won't amount to nothing or they won't be nothing. To me, I look at that as motivation. You will have haters. You will have people come into your life and say that they know you. They're your friend. They can help you. But sometimes you have to say to yourself, is there really a such thing as a friend? People are like seasons. They come and they go. One minute they're here for you, the next minute they don't even know your last name. I've been through things. Some of the stuff people been through, they wish they can take it back. But who really wants to sit there and tell a stranger their whole life story? Some do, some don't. Most people keep things bottled up inside because they feel like that's the only way to keep their secret buried within themselves. Sometimes you have to let your heart and your mind and your soul set free. Because everything that you keep inside of you that you don't want no one to know or you don't want to tell anybody, it's going to make the pain even worse. You're going to be screaming for help on the inside, but you don't know how because you never agreed to open the bottle with all of your secrets written in a piece of paper that you kept closed for all these years. Sometimes you can't change a person in the way that they act, no matter how hard you try. If you're in a relationship, a friendship, even a marriage, it doesn't really matter what you're in. We all want to make our partners better. But the sad part about that situation is people are not looking to be better. They're not looking to show the better version of themselves so that way when you two are formed together as one, you can be holy and unified. It's always one person against the next. Couldn't change a man. Couldn't change a woman. People say they change for the ones they want to change. Sometimes you walk into a situation, a sticky situation that you had no control over, that you didn't even know happened to them in their past, that you're trying to fix, but you wasn't there. You're trying to do the best thing you can, but they're not letting you in. They're judging you. They're making you feel like you're unworthy, that you're nobody in today's society. Oh, no problem. But just remember, ladies and gentlemen, you count. You matter. You are somebody. And not every relationship or marriage that you get into is going to be peaches and cream. It's not going to be the fairy tale that you expected. Because people already walked into the relationship with demons. They already had a stigma against women, a stigma against men, to say that it's sad. I've had relationships where people already had, they were arch nemesis. They said, oh, well, you know, you're just like my ex. Your ex? I didn't know your ex. Never met your ex. How could I be like a person that I'd never seen? You're welcome. Huh? I wasn't in the picture when you were carrying that heavy luggage. I wasn't there when the demons got the best of you. I tried to make you better. I tried to let you know that I wasn't there in the past when you were fighting. But I'm here now to try to help you. But not everybody wants help. Not everybody's looking to you to have their shoulder to lean on. And that's the sad part. Sometimes you walk into a sticky glue situation, crazy glue situation, where you're saying like, Dad, what did I do to you for you to explode on me? Sometimes you don't even have to do nothing to the person. It's just that your face and their brain, and when they realize and think, it's like, you know what? This person act like just like my ex. Or this person is doing exactly what I never liked. See, people want to control. They want to tell you do this and do that. They expect you to follow in line, the yes ma'am, yes sir. But when is somebody going to say yes to me? When is somebody going to listen to my feelings? When are they going to understand that I'm hurting? You're hurting, I'm hurting. When two people hurt together, we should be able to find a common ground to make sure we both have a smile on our face. You're sitting there pleasing somebody, trying to do the best you can to become their number one, but sometimes you'll never be that. Sometimes you'll never climb that mountain. You'll never get the purpose and the things that you're looking for out of the person that you're with. And the sad part about that is you might never get it. It doesn't matter how hard you try. It doesn't matter how far you're willing to go for that person. If they don't want you, they don't want you. I got so tired of pleasing people in my life that I forgot about me. That I didn't know how to please myself. I couldn't make myself happy because I was too busy pouring it into people who didn't pour nothing back onto me. But you know what? In today's society, I've learned. Now I'm going back on a roller coaster ride. I got off the roller coaster ride that I was once on. Now the one thing that I'm doing, I'm learning how to love myself again. I'm learning how to put myself first and stop putting others. I'm learning to know that every sticky situation and every problem that somebody goes through, that I cannot be your saving grace. I can't be your guardian angel to sweep you off your feet and make sure and tell you that everything's going to be okay. I give you words of encouragement, but some people, they don't believe in that. They want more. They want to drain you to the point of no return. They want to suck you dry of all your love and your self-esteem. They want to bring you down to your lowest points. See, ladies and gentlemen, back then in today's society, people are not here for people. They're here for what they can get out of people. The I love yous, I've heard that plenty of times. Oh, I'll marry you one day. You just keep acting right and keep doing everything I tell you, I'll put a ring on your finger. How about you start acting right so I can say to you, you're going to be my husband one day? Why do I have to change myself in the way that I act for you to get a ring or to become number one when you should be doing the same for me? See, they don't believe in the 50-50. They want 50-50 when it comes to paying for dates, but they don't want the 50-50 when it comes to equality, unity, when it comes to self-respect. Don't lower your standards no more for nobody. Family, friend, it doesn't matter. It could even be your job. See, jobs are the worst. They want you to give 110%, but the day you make a mistake, they're against you. They think you're the worst worker. The worst thing about working hard is the ones that work the least, that do nothing at all, are the ones that get all the praise. So you're saying to yourself, why am I coming to this job and giving all my strength, my power, and everything I got? And I can't even get a good job. Nice work. Keep it up. See, the common ethics in today's society is people don't praise nobody. They want all the praise. They want all the glory. People don't believe in compliments now these days. Pay somebody a compliment. You see they look good, say they look good. Are they working hard? Say, yeah, you're doing a great job. Uplift people. Stop bringing them down. Stop judging the ones who are underneath us, because remember, we're all on the same level. We're just $1 away from sleeping in our cars. $1 away from being homeless. $1 away from losing it all. But there's one thing we can say, is that we won't stop fighting. Because I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to let nobody stand in my way. I'm going to be who I am supposed to be. The champion. I'm going to be the fighter. I'm going to be the one that wins the war that nobody thought I could win. I'm going to be the one that crossed the finish line without having to run, because I'm going to walk. Because when you run to the finish line, you don't know what you missed. But if you walk to that finish line, you walk with your head held high. Some people say if you make it first, you win. No. The one that made it last is the winner, because they took their time. They figured a way to make their life better. When you're running so fast, you can't catch up with your life. You don't know what you threw in the garbage. And you ran so fast, you can't go back and get it. But if you take your time, you will know everything. If you live for yourself and stop living for others, your grace, your goodwill, and your sense of humor and your smile will come back. I used to walk around so upset with an evil look, and people used to say, oh, what's wrong? Why are you so mad? And the thing that pissed me off more was people kept saying, why are you so mad? If I tell you I'm not mad, leave me alone. The same people who say, oh, let's sit down and talk, are the same ones that really don't want to talk. They just want to know your information. They want to know everything about you so they can take it to the next person and say, oh, look at this girl. Look, I had to sit there and listen to her talk for 5 minutes, a boring conversation that I didn't care for. Why didn't you just walk out and leave? Oh, no, I didn't want to be me. That's why people keep their secrets bottled up. Because the same ones that act like they care, that make you feel like you can trust me, You can't trust. The same ones that'll sweep you off your feet, cook your dinner, make your bath water, tell you the best thing that walked through the door. It's just a mirage. It's just a picture that people will paint and let you see and think that it's real and think that you hit the gold mine. Nobody really hit the gold mine. Everything we have ain't ours. We're just borrowing it. And when we no longer can afford what we borrowed, we lose it. Stop looking at pictures, ladies and gentlemen. Stop believing in words. Words are just words. They say words don't hurt, they do hurt. Just like if somebody says, I love you, been with you for so long, you gave them everything, they walk out the door like they ain't even know your last name. They tell you everything you did, you didn't do nothing. Everything you worked hard for, to build, they snatch it from right underneath you. The worst thing is when you fix somebody, you mold them into the person that you want them to be. The next person that comes around, they swoop right in and they take the better version that you created. They take the better version that you made. And you're like, oh man, this man is a keeper. This man or this woman is the best. I feel sorry for the person that left you. But they were so busy bashing you, saying that you were no good. Telling people that you were self-destructive. You drove them to insanity. But the sad part about that story is the person they pick will never get to hear your side. Because you will be the silent lamb. The one that cannot speak. The one that's in the back that wish that they could tell their side, but they can't tell their side because nobody wants to hear it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can be heard. Your voice can be heard. Your voice matters in today's society. You are special. You mean something. You might not mean nothing to the world, but you mean something to God. You might not be that shining star that people want you to be, but you shine your star bright. You shine so bright that there is nobody that can be bothered to see you. That's how bright you're going to shine. And when you shine, just remember, you don't need to shine and spread that shine to somebody else. You are who you are. You're beautiful. You're loved. You're blessed. You're a gift. You're a gift that one day somebody will appreciate it, even if when this person doesn't appreciate it, there's somebody that's going to be there that's going to love you. See, love is kind, it's patient, it takes its time. Love doesn't rush. When you're rushing for love, you're rushing for destruction. When you pick up the first thing you see that massages your back or oils your feet, that is just a mirage. That is just a cover-up to cover the way that they really act. Some people act sweet in the beginning, but they're really sour. They're a shield. They're like a sheep in wolf's clothing. They're covered up by the devil, but you can't see it because you only see the good that comes out in the beginning. You think you hit the gold mine, but you didn't hit the gold. The gold is still underneath the sea. You just couldn't get to it. The one that floated on top, you thought it was the best thing, but it was never the best. It was just somebody that was there for that time. Somebody that knew your vulnerability and prayed on it. The one that knew that you were sad and upset and they said, you know what, this girl, she's sad. I'm going to lift her spirits and I'm going to see what I can get out of her. People are just here to take what they can take. And when there's no more to take, they walk away. We all became victims. We've all been played. We've been suckers before. But let's no longer be suckers. Let's be smart. Let's take back our self-respect. They say you can only be loved by one man or one woman. But sometimes that one man or one woman could be the worst thing that walked through your door. But you couldn't see it in the beginning because they were too busy spreading sugar, making you sweet, making you feel like you were the most beautiful thing on this earth. I'm not going for words no more. Words are what got me in this sticky situation. I'm going for action. I want to see you prove yourself before I give you my heart. I want to see you jump through a flaming fire. I want to see you defeat a wild animal. And maybe I might think of you. Nobody will think of you. They look at us like we're nothing. Some people like, oh, why did you waste your time with that person? A lot of people wasted their time with dead weight. A lot of people wasted their time with people that didn't deserve their value, their time, their patience. I wasn't the only one. But I'm the only one that can stand tall and tell the whole world and admit to it. I'm admitting I wasn't the best person in the whole world. I didn't have a fairy tale relationship. I didn't have everything on a platter that I could ask for. I didn't have the man of my dreams. I ended up with the man of my nightmares. But some people don't want to say it. They want to show the hugs and the kisses and the romantic dinners. Show the real side, the arguments. Show your true colors. Don't hide behind a wall painted by colors of happiness when you're living in darkness. When your worst demon could be your relationship, your friend, or your family. The ones you least expected, those could be the ones that don't even love you. The ones that wouldn't even care if you crawled out of a hole because they wouldn't help you. The ones that would dig the hole even deeper to make sure you go into it. You're stronger than that.